Can you hear me?
I can.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I was doing. Sorry, I did that. I did that stupid fucking trick, didn't I? Good evening. I'm live, but I'm joined by a special guest live on the other side of the transatlantic. Is Mr. Hedge. How are you doing in Las Vegas?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Are you all right?
Yeah, very well.
So you've met 50 Cent. You've been hanging about. You're basically living the life now. You're living like a Floyd Mayweather kind of existence.
Well, didn't 50 Cent
I need
Floyd
your
Mayweather?
blueprint.
I'm going to see Janet Jackson.
It probably
tonight.
did, but round to a house for some like Finder's crispy pancakes, or just in concert kind of thing.
Just in concert. I think she's vegan, so I said no to going around for tea. So,
how long are you back? How long? Good evening, Michelle. Good evening, Tracy. When are you back? Are you allowed to say when you're back in case any hit squads are waiting for you at the airport, kind of thing?
No, I'm not coming back till the 24th. So,
would you live out there?
Yes, if I could take some friends with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you kind of? Obviously, you've got the lad. Is his name Sol? His name. No, I'm getting the names mixed up. The lady's name. I'm fucking
right.
I'm getting the names mixed up.
There's something really embarrassing about the name, right? So his name is Mackenzie Sol Williamson.
Okay.
And Sol, because his dad is a massive Sunderland fan, stands for Stadium of Light.
Okay. Right. Okay.
True. And that's not a joke.
So can we clear up rumours? I heard somebody say it's your son and you go visiting him with like child support every so often.
I wish it was my son, because then I think I could probably have means to get some form of green card to live out here. But no, it's not.
Fair play. Good evening, Rachel.
Did you not know that, Rachel?
No, but basically, fair play to you. You're living the dream now. Have you any advice for YouTubers like me who's like putting some gas, struggling to put gas and electric on?
Yeah, stop telling everybody your content's shite when it's not.
that is something that. But we'll talk about
if I was to brand you based on what you do, it would be like the Wigan Joker, and the tagline would be like, "It's not very good, this is it."
I know. I was trying to deconstruct what I do and like beat people to it. What says shit, but I'm pricing kit up. You know, the Apple things we talked about, that box and things, and I don't want to copy off you because my stuff won't be like from the pool that you draw from. But I'm collecting a cachet of kind of interesting characters, like, you know what I mean, like curious figures, but not particularly from the dark side, because you know what I mean. It isn't my bag, you know what I mean. So
it's a dangerous life. I tell you what, if I did move here, I'd get a lot cheekier with a lot of people online.
Honestly, you know what? I get the odd threat, me, and I'm like, and it knocks me out for weeks with paranoia and like. But fucking hell, you must have had so many threats and things. How do you keep you cool?
It's just, well, if somebody's going to get you, they're not going to tell you on the internet, are they?
That's the thing, you see, because I've had it a few times where they sell out, you know, and you think, fucking hell, like, there's like a team of Russian assassins coming from me, and my mind, like, kind of my imagination is too much, but I think it's amazing, it's commendable. You must have nerves of fucking steel, you know.
I think I'm just used to it. I mean, I did like, this dark side of YouTube's easy for me because I spent most of my adult life building a business out of promoting Northeast rappers, and no one's interested in Northeast rappers. So it's like, so I was trying to build I was constantly building a demand for a product as opposed to just making a product there's already a demand for. But I mean, I used to get loads of death threats all the time doing hip hop off other rappers that have shot people. So that was scary. This isn't. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? I see you now. Like, when Hot Water Comedy started, it was just two brothers. And now it's kind of a big, I should imagine it's a multi-million-pound concern kind of thing, you know. But I see you in that guise now. I can actually visualize you on a Learjet at some point in the future, because, no, seriously, I'm not taking the piss. You're building this up, And I know, was that Ultra Beat? Was that your promotional gig, the Ultra Beats?
No,
gig?
that was a friend of mine. So what I did was I reached out and I said I want to meet a promoter. I want to promote that can because I've got ideas obviously for the record label side of stuff. Got ideas for the live side of stuff, but I can't run everything by myself. So I've got Rachel editing now. I met up with a promoter and I was like, these are my ideas, and he's like, yeah, let's do that. And I said, what I said is more than anything, I said, I need venues where people will ring up and go, we're coming to get you if you put Hedgehog Man on. And I need the venues to be the type of people to just go, fuck off, and put the phone down. He was like, I've got those venues all day long.
Yeah.
So I was like, right, let's work together. So we've got some things in the pipeline, and obviously anything he does himself, I'll do my best to promote, as he's part of the team now. Do you know what I mean? So that wasn't my promotion, but I did push it to death, and I did go, and I had a great night actually. And it's not my kind of music.
Fair play, but I kind of assumed it was your gig kind of thing, but
no, it's just me helping a new, as I'll help you in your part of the team, so to speak, and I'll help you in any way, shape, or form I can as well.
Well, I appreciate you've helped me already. You don't know that I'm trying to learn off you, but not like emulate what you do in that respect, because that's your own brand, and there's so many people as well. You do it see. I'm getting accused now of somebody accused me the other day of having my head up your ass, and I replied, but there's worse places to be, kind of thing, like, you know what I mean? But you do it the best on there, but you put the hours in. Yeah, and you stop it up all night and putting the material and the content together.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people.
I've got it running now, so now I can spend less time on it, and now I can just focus on doing me 2 lives a day, and then I would spend the rest of my day editing. What the business model sort of is I do a live on a channel for an hour, and then it's chopped up into 3 20-minute-ish videos for the next day. So I do that on this channel, and then the intention is to do the same on the Danny G channel. So that's 2 lives and 6 videos going out a day.
Wow.
I kind of, right, so you know how Sean Atwood's got like 500,000 subscribers or something, or even more than that, but his videos are only doing 5,000-6,000 views. That's fine. That's fine, because he does something similar. Well, he's one of the people I took this sort of business model off, where it doesn't matter if your videos are only doing a few thousand views if there's 10 of them going out a day.
Yeah.
Because all that matters is the final number of views, not how many views each video does.
Right.
So I'll put some clips out. Some clips will do 7,000-8,000. Some clips will do 1,000. But if it does 7 or 8, if one clip a day does 7 or 8,000, that's done more views than the original live did. So
it's amazing, really. I didn't really. Do you think he's bought some of his followers, or do you think he's genuinely?
No, I watched his rise in real time, because I'm a huge fan of the True Geordie, and I mean he's taken things to a different level. And Sean Atwood didn't have many followers, and then he did 2 or 3 podcasts with True Geordie, which did millions of views on True Geordie's channel, and that's where the bulk of his following came from. And then he's took it from that into other realms and whatnot.
Have you any idea? You might not. Do you remember Jamie Boyle was doing a lot of work with Sean Atwood? Do you know what are they not doing that stuff together anymore?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm familiar with Jamie Boyle's work. I listened to the audiobook of his Lee Duffy. He's one of his Lee Duffy audiobooks I bought off Amazon a while ago, off Audible. And I think Jamie Boyle was just going on the Sean Atwood platform to promote his books. He's wrote loads of books, so I don't know if they're still working together or not. The kind of content Sean Atwood does now about the royal family and stuff like that, I've got no interest in, so I don't check it. But I'm very conscious of what he's doing. You know what I mean?
He's another one who's lost his channels a few times, isn't it? Kind of thing.
Sean, yeah,
it's a fucking terrible feeling, especially when you've it's a terrible feeling to lose a channel. Well, thank God I've got it back twice, but
yeah. I was over the moon when you got your channel back.
No, I was, because I appreciate what you did for me with the microphone and all that. But it just knocked me for 6, and I thought, do you pick your pieces up from like 18 years worth of work and just start again? But I am glad, you know, I'm raring to go on any projects that you have, you know what I mean, that you can use me for, really, because I've enjoyed what we've done so far with the Bonnie Blue podcast and the other stuff kind of thing. You know, I mean, they might not get as many views as your other stuff kind of thing, because they're not as kind of sensational. You know?
But that's the thing, though. It's like I've noticed I can grow things. Like so when I started covering Andy Smith, for example, I would put an Andy Smith video out and it would get 1,000 views. And like at that time, my Brett May videos were doing like 7, 8, 9 to up to 12,000 views. And I kept at the Andy Smith thing. And by the end of it, an Andy Smith video was doing the same views as anything else. So it's just like ramming somebody is down my audience's throat until they get it, which I'm trying to do with Chris Murphy at the moment. And if me and you are consistent in doing, you know, things like the Bonnie Blue stuff and stuff like that, and do more clips of them,
I mean,
there's no reason why I can't grow. Just grow and grow and grow.
I think a lot of them owe you a drink. Even Brett May, you've helped Brett May get more popular, aren't you? Would you not? Would you disagree with that, or he's done it off his own back? And a few of them, Decker as well.
I think in Brett's case, I think I've definitely latched on to him.
Yeah.
In that sense, he's doing it off his own back. I think I'm probably keeping Danny G alive at the moment, but if Danny G's not making any money out of it, so you know, I'm going to because his YouTube's not monetized. And well, I mean, for example, I did a TikTok live the other night. I did my first one, just wandering around Vegas, and it was on. I think it was on an hour and a half. I think I made about 42. Well, I made exactly 42 pence. So I don't think that doing that from Danny G's point of view is a sustainable income, is it? If you're making, let's say he does double what I do, double what I did, and round it up. Say he's making £1 an hour. It's not. It's not really worth doing, is it?
I can only agree. Yeah.
So at the end of the month, we had our best month ever in the month of August on YouTube. So I'm going to send him a decent telly, because he's only got a little telly. I'm sending him a decent one.
Why is he not monetized on you? Did he lose a channel and he got a new channel?
No. He's still got a channel with 74,000 subscribers. That's still up. And he stopped using it because he cut his ponytail off and decided that he wasn't going to do the Viking thing anymore. And he's a new person. And I think he thought he could just start a new channel with the same name and still be him and it be any different. And it just wasn't. And he's fucked his AdSense up. I mean, AdSense is a very delicate thing. And like, for example, they wouldn't let my dad have an AdSense account.
Wow.
Because we've got the same name. Okay. We're both called Thomas Dalziel, actually. But I'm Thomas Craig. But I'm Thomas Craig.
Right.
So they thought when he was trying to set one up that he was me. And they just won't give him one. And Danny G somehow set up two in his own name, and it's flagged up as fraud, and they've just locked him. They've just locked him off the system.
Once again, you're dealing with Google, you're dealing with computers and AI. You're not dealing with human beings, are you? So anybody. I really kind of pity anybody who's dealing with YouTube.
I find AdSense hard to maneuver, and I'm a lot cleverer than Danny G. So God knows what he's done with it.
Is he? Do you think he's making a few quid on TikTok though? Isn't he? Or do you not think he's not making that much?
He says he is, but I don't think he is.
It's so demoralizing because they take 70% of your money. I mean, I remember ages ago I did this live stream. People were throwing these donuts at me and flowers and shit, and I thought, oh God, I've done about 100 quid here, and after the live stream it was like $5 before tax. You know what I mean, kind of thing. So I don't see the point of it, kind of thing. You know, it's I find TikTok boring. I just think the more disturbed you are, the better view. It's not talent, is it? It's a lot of the people are just disturbed.
I need to clip my TikTok live from the other night because I was walking through. People thought it was on the Strip in Vegas. That wasn't a Strip. That was Fremont Street, which is, if you're from Newcastle, is like the equivalent to the big market, but it's a lot better. And I walked through a casino and I walked out into like almost like a back alley and then like walked like down one of the quiet streets back to Fremont. Okay. And I walked past a midget Mr. T.
That's good.
And I was like, this needs clipped. So I'm gonna clip that. Midget Mr. T was the highlight of me night, actually. I want a midget. Have you ever seen them campers? The Blot Outdoors show.
Yeah. Is that fella and his midget friend? He gets him.
We need a midget. We need It doesn't matter what your content is. If you've got a regular appearance from a midget, you're gonna make money.
Do you not find them a bit scary for having the same room as you? I don't know. There's something a bit unnerving for me about. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just might be me kind of thing.
I don't know. I mean, imagine if we just had like a little cage there with a midget in it. 1 million views alive, I reckon.
Las Vegas is your place for midgets in cages. I don't think Newcastle or England would be.
The problem I've found with midgets in Vegas is they know their worth. Whereas you can get him, like, look at the Blot Outdoor show. He gets a midget, and I think he just pays him like 3 or 4 bottles of beer a night.
Right. Okay.
100,000 views a video.
It's something to think about for your empire.
It is.
So what's the next thing?
That's when you know you've made it, when you've got a midget.
A white tiger or a midget, or both, or a midget riding a white tiger in your front yard,
or a mini white tiger that a midget is using as some form of transport. Yes,
a special non-binary small white tiger you've had specially genetically engineered because you've got that much money to do that kind of shit. You know that. So, what trip? How many times have you been to Vegas? Loads in your life.
So my friends didn't move here till 2018. Before that, they were in LA. So I used to go LA to see them.
Oh, now you're talking.
I'm not a fan of LA, you know, not compared to Vegas. No, before that, when I was doing music, I went to I think it was like 2008. I went to a music conference in San Diego, and I met a rapper there called RH Bless, who was from Brooklyn in New York, and we became like instant best friends. So I went out to see him like 15 times. I would just get the cheapest flight I could to New York and go there. And I love New York, it's brilliant, but I haven't been for a while. I haven't been since before lockdown. And then these moved here in 2018, and then I didn't come out to see them until 2020. So me and some friends came. Friends were working here, do music, and I just came out for a holiday. And that was when lockdown happened. America locked down before the UK, so we got stuck in Vegas for like an extra 10 for an extra 10 days, which sounds brilliant, but nothing was open.
Yeah. It could have been anywhere. Could have been Wall's End.
We were in the MGM Grand, and it struck midnight, and the security were like, right, it's closed. So now these casinos, they're open 24/7. They never shut, and they didn't know what to do. They didn't know what the casino is closed procedure was. So they're like ushering a few hundred of us to an exit, and we got because they're designed as well. The way they're designed like mazes to keep you in. There's no clock in there, and there's no windows. So we eventually get to an exit, and the exit's already been locked. So then they're like panicked, they're just like moving hundreds of like cattle through a casino to get out. But that was quite an experience. And then the next day we're like, oh, it's okay, we'll go home in 3 days. First flight cancelled, put on another flight a few days later. A few hours before we're due to go to the airport, we're just getting texts saying our flights have been cancelled, and that happened like 4 or 5 times till we got one home. So
staying there an extra 10 days, did you have to pay, or did they let you have the room for free while it was?
Well, I was staying with my friends.
So. Oh, right. Okay, right. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
I've never gotten a hotel in Vegas or New York, which brings the cost of coming down considerably as well.
Is he a big star, Kenzie? Is he called Kenzie?
Mackenzie. It's called Mackenzie. Yeah. I wouldn't say he's a big star, but he's doing very well. He's like from when he was a child, I think he was 6 or 7. He was in like CBeebies programs and stuff like that as an actor.
All right.
And then he had the lead role in Billy Elliot in London, and then he's just progressed on from there. He started to do music, and like most recently he was on American Idol. I'm not sure if it was last year now or the year before he did American Idol. But they called him and they said, like, if you come, we'll put you through the live finals. So he was on the live finals of American Idol, and then he's got, at the moment, he performs. So I think it's 5 or 6 nights a week as part of the Shin Lim show. Shin Lim, the magician, is one of his like best friends out here. So he got him up, like he sings a song in the middle of the show. He does that 5 or 6 nights a week. And then he's got his own residency at the Virgin Hotel as Mackenzie Sol with a live band once a week. And then he's got, I can't remember, is it the YM or something? I've not been yet. I'm going to go tonight because it's Wednesday. It's on. He's got another residency that's once a month at a big hotel out here, hotel and casino. That's tonight. So I'm going to see Janet Jackson, and then I'm going to see him.
Is it 1 a.m. there?
No, it's right now. It's 1:34 in the afternoon.
Oh, right. I'm getting confused when you said about the time kind of thing. But Bobby's in. Shall we see if Bobby wants to jump on? I don't know who will. Yeah, Bobby, do you want to jump on? Bobby, real honest truth.
Take his headphones out.
No worries. The man who sells his, the man who gives his YouTube channels to Nigerian cryptocurrency entrepreneurs. Is that generous? Bobby, do you fancy jumping on? You wanted to go on my live. It's not, I like that place. Look at that. That's not Wigan, is it? This is what happens if you stick true to your dreams. It's Las Vegas. Never give up on your dream. Never give up on your dreams, kids. You know. What seems like oh well, yeah. Okay then, Bobby. I think that's a yeah. I hope it's the yeah. Okay. I want to ask you something. Or like you can use take inspiration from you. I saw a post from you on your Hedgehog Man page. So if you've not already subscribed to Hedgehog Man, I'll put a link up in a minute. Not as he needs the fucking subscribers, but I saw a post said a couple of years ago you was like in your room in wherever in Newcastle, and everything was a bit fucked and skew-whiffed, and now you've got to this place where effectively you're smashing life, aren't you? You know what I mean? And have you any advice or support or message for people who are in a fucked up place right now and think there's no way out of it and stuff like that?
Well, I was in a position where I retired in 2020 when I was 40. Yeah. I thought I'll just enjoy, the proceeds from the hard work I've done for the last 20 years. And I just ended up even worse than I already was on drugs. They say what is it? The devil makes work for yeah. It was literally that. I just didn't have anything to focus on.
No.
But I was doing YouTube, but I was doing it half-assed. And then some help from my friends. You all right, Bobby? With some help from my friends, I got to an NA meeting, which is actually was 21 months ago today, because I'm 21 months sober today. It's the 17th, isn't it? Let's give me a round of applause.
Big respect there to the Hedgehog Man. How are we doing,
guys? Hedgehog Man. That's his
now then, let me talk to your people. People, are you listening? Great. I don't like saying Jimmy because it reminds people of Jimmy Savile when I'm with my... no. As it happens...
That's not a bad thing. Bobby, that's not a bad thing.
No.
I don't see that as a slur, Bobby.
Well, anyway, listen, people. I'm responsible.
Who's meant to be the two comedians on here?
I'm responsible for these two nutters meeting up, really, getting to know each other.
Thank you, Bobby.
Because I've been an avid follower of Jimmy for quite a few years. Back to when he used to do videos out and about Wigan. Sorry?
Bobby,
which Jimmy's is?
Which
Bobby,
Jimmy's is?
I have said, Bobby, you're doing Savile movements. No, I've been a fan of Jimmy.
Give up. Now then. Okay. It doesn't what I want to say, does it? Don't what I want to say. It's typical West Yorkshire accent, you see. Now then, I've been an avid fan of Jimmy's for a lot of years, and I knew what Craig were doing the comedy circuit, and I thought Craig just might like his humour because you got quite different senses of humour. You're going down different avenues really with your comedy. But I knew you'd have something in common, so I'm glad that you both, you both have these lives, and it's good to see you both.
Yeah.
No,
And thank you, Bobby. That was a great shout. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. And as we all respect what you're doing, Craig, for a long time now, and it's not the easiest of things. Well done, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
Bobby, you look like you're in a room where the doors are like it's going to squash you. Kind
Yeah,
of.
well, I've got a living room door here, and I've got a cellar top door there.
No, fair play to you. But yeah, thank you for introducing us. I appreciate that. Because I sound like a wanker here, but I was a fan of these, like on the Decca Daily. It was midday. I had to watch the Decca Daily every day, kind of thing.
Right.
It was a place to be.
And you're one of the. Go on, Greg.
I was reading on so some girl replied to my story on Instagram a couple of weeks ago, and she said, "Oh, I watch him too. He's my guilty pleasure as Hedgehog Man." Right. And then she realized she'd not sent it because I'd shared someone's story and she thought she was replying to his story, not mine. And I thought, oh, bless her. And then I thought, hold on a second, guilty pleasure. What does that mean exactly? Is that got a negative connotation? Guilty pleasure.
I think it's the dark side, isn't it? Just because like you end up watching some of it and then it's enthralling, but then after you watch some of it, you question your spirit, your soul's like tinged in it, kind of thing with some of them, But no, you're the prince of the dark side,
the prince of darkness.
The prince of darkness.
Well, there's one condition when you join the dark side, especially as a channel, that you've got to accept being called a nonce, because everybody gets called it somewhere along the line.
You know what?
Now you haven't to take it too serious. That's how you've got to. That's how on the dark side. That's how you have to deal with it, because everybody gets called it.
I mean, my best live streams were during lockdown because everybody had cabin fever, and some of the shit that was on there, it was mind blowing. And everybody used the word no. Everybody was a nonce. Everybody.
It was all the rage during lockdown.
I don't know if it's a British thing, but everyone nonces each other off on the. If you've not done a live stream and you've not been nonced off, I think you're not relevant.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I think the word now has actually lost its kind of its gravity. You know, it's been sacred.
Well, I know you, Jimmy. You like to just pop in and observe what's going off and jump back out. But it's all about if you wanted to round the dark side up, it's about nonces, wannabe fighters, and door knockers. That's all it's about, isn't it, Craig?
Do you know what it is?
And comedians as well. And you know what I mean? Like people that are just having.
I mean, it's like with the Johnny G business. I see the humour in the guy, and I honestly would. I'd stand up and say, "I'll manage you, Danny. You be a professional lolcout, and I will manage you." He could make some money out. I'm going into Jimmy Savile again. Look, he could make some money out of being a lolcout, couldn't he? He could.
Of course, he could.
But he's not willing to do it, and it's all about entertainment. Now I've made a video I'm putting out today, and I've talked about Craig, what I think he's actually doing on YouTube, and it's nothing. It's not aggression. It's not out to get anybody. He finds things funny and he highlights them, and that's what it's about.
That's it.
And there's a few of us doing that, but there's some that take it really serious.
It's just taking the piss in it, but some people don't like it. A lot of people you'll find on here, they love people being ripped. But if you turn the gun on them and take the piss out of them, it's a different fucking story.
Oh, yeah.
People laugh along with something and they'll think you're great until you say something that kind of reflects on them. And then it's like...
They're going to label me Jimmy Savile now after you two talking like that. But listen, that's the thing. You've got to have rhino skin, because somebody will come back at me now and say...
Murphy looks like he's got rhino skin, to be fair.
I compared Midget Murphy, to one of those masks you buy off Amazon, an old man's mask. The ones that just look crap.
Are you wearing one right now?
Well, no. The one you sent me, I'm going to let you...
Is this that fella in the orange ivy's coat?
Yes. The little fella.
Yeah, right, okay. Yeah.
Smurfy.
I mean, 18 months ago, he were begging me and bigging me up and asking me to give him a shout out. Now, he wants me to die. He wants me to die now. And, he says, my wife's left me. Well, I want to add to that my dog's died and my house has burnt down. So if he's listening, you can say that as well if you want. We have a bit of sense of humour in Yorkshire.
Of course we do.
Hedgehog Man is a Svengali. He's like a star maker on this on the day. You create stars, don't you? Like Andy Smith and then they said this Murphy fella and Scotty G.
When me and Dimitri Mushrooms were doing that Beam Me Up Scotty show, that was some of the funniest things I've ever done. I think. I mean, I was still off me nut during some of them, but they're still on Dimmy's channel if you want to go and check them out. And there was the one where Scotty was wearing shades in a video, so me and Dimmy had shades on, and we come on screen, and like Scotty sat in between, like on the screen, and the three of us just got shades on for like 3 hours, just watching him dribble, basically.
Well, the comment of the night must be from Rachel there. Jimmy, are you wearing a Rose West t-shirt? You stand up, Jimmy. Let him see your t-shirt.
So yes, he is.
Right, I'll tell you. I'll tell you a story. This t-shirt gets me a lot of attention. I was in London, and these people looked at it and were like, they thought I was Sylvester Stallone with the thyroid problem. They probably thought, "Fuck, he's let himself go." Don't look now. He's let himself go, hasn't he? But
he's wearing a t-shirt of himself to remind people what he used to look like.
This is what I was. You know what I mean? And now I'm resorted to like this. I'm resorted to having a YouTube channel that makes £15 every 3 months. That's life.
We'll work on that. We'll work on that.
No, thank you. We're not here for the money, though, are we? But we're here for, well, I suppose it would be nice to be. Bobby. Anyway, Bobby, how's your Nigerian crypto business going on?
Well, I've given up on that because I don't know if you know. I mean, you've dealt with YouTube. No, you've dealt with YouTube, Jimmy, and I gave in because to speak to somebody, it's just virtually impossible.
You can't. It's like
you need 100,000 followers, and then you can speak to somebody. When I was running Abby Lee Miller's channel, I could just email. I had an email address of a person.
Yeah.
That was assigned so many channels with 100K followers, and they would just email you back a question, anything, and they were dead sound.
Sometimes it's not worth it. I mean, like you had a channel, Craig. I think you had 12,000 on, and you lost, and you just started again, didn't you? You thought,
just start again.
Yeah.
It's a raw feeling.
I lost nearly 6,000 subs, but hey, it is what it is. And sometimes it's a bit refreshing. It's a bit refreshing to start again, isn't it? It's not all. But
definitely. I'm going to pop the toilet.
Jimmy's one of the first ones to have a channel. You had your channel years ago, didn't you?
2006. I was here at the advent of YouTube. I think was it 2006 it started, or 2005? And
2005. I think didn't you lay the last brick of the building?
I'm basically one of the elder statesmen. I'm one of the elder statesmen, but back then it was different. I sound like one of them fucking old fellas, don't I? It was all like fields
back in the day.
It was all back at YouTube was all grass and like plants here before they built all this. Everything was kind of just people with bad mob, because back then 14 15 years ago, whatever, the mobile phone cameras were shit.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff on YouTube was uploads off mobile phone cameras. It was people fighting in pubs and just fucking nutters, and it was all very raw. But over time, it's got edited. Now you have people on YouTube like almost television studios, but back then it was like fucking a Nokia, a Motorola fucking camera.
Very little money to be made. I mean, they didn't have AI there, so then they didn't have bots that were listening to you all the time and censoring you. Back in I'm on about the early days of YouTube, Craig, back 2005. Craig, Jimmy was he laid the last brick. That's when he joined. 2006, I think it was. Jimmy,
I think I had one of the first ever music videos on YouTube ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think Soulja Boy was the first, and a month later, one of mine was put on. It's still there now.
Wow.
Not by me though, but
So
Yeah.
the
I
record.
think it's been there 20 years. I think.
I love this chat. There's a guy, Ahmed, what is it? Almond eggs. Almond eggs. He's talking about back in the day. No pubs are fighting now.
Well, that's true, isn't it? There really isn't. You know what I mean? This is the way forward, isn't it? You know, well, this is the future, isn't it? Because this will be a social gathering in the future, kind of thing. You know.
Well, look how important you know, the internet is. 50% of anybody under 20, 50% of their day is internet based, isn't it? I mean, they're not even texting now. It's all the WhatsApping there. You know, they're even making calls on WhatsApp. It's all internet based. Their lives.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You know.
Mackenzie's never off his phone.
No.
And like he's done collabs recently through TikTok where like he met up with Jason Derulo, he met up with Teddy Swims. Teddy Swims brought him on stage at a gig to sing just for content. And it's like it's crazy the people he's meeting and the opportunities he's got just based on, well, his TikTok is on 2.5 million followers. And the majority of those views came from him standing in his kitchen, pretend to be hit with a cupboard door.
Can you not get in your foot in the door with production, Craig, with Mackenzie?
Sorry?
Great. Can you not
Say
get
that
your foot
again?
in the door? Can you not get your foot in the door with regarding production with Mackenzie?
Well, I've shot 2 music videos for him since I've been here. Well, I shot 2 music videos on my second day for him because he had a new single out on Friday.
Yeah.
Just for content ones. Like we did an acoustic one outside, and then he had a full band to do like a live performance video at the Virgin Hotel Theatre. Which I mean, even because he performs there, they let have access to the theatre for free when it was closed. And it's like, you know, they had like Wu-Tang Clan and people like that performing there normally. So that was pretty cool. But the problem with me doing production for people, Bobby, is I hate editing. I can't stand it. I'll do the fun side of it. You know what I mean? I'll do the shoot. But I don't want to get into production. I just want to get into the creative side. Just want to be able to do as much stuff like this as humanly possible. And then Rachie Pop can clip it. And it's all profitable.
I never thought the day had come, you know, that Jimmy had no certain names out on the dark side. I never thought you'd do that. You do know names now, Jimmy.
It's his guilty pleasure.
Yeah, but I'm not getting involved.
I spoke to him on a live. I jump on him now on his live now and again. I remember a few months ago, he says, I don't watch too long because I don't want to get involved because everybody gets called names. I remember you saying that to me. So it's like a lot of people are peeping right behind the curtain, saying, "Oh, what's happening? And jumping away."
I'm like kind of looking through the pub window, occasionally shouting through the letterbox, and that's a basic kind of thing. But fucking, I don't want to get involved with all that. It's just
no.
You need nerves of steel. Like Craig must have fucking nerves of steel. I just can't be doing with all that. There's too many fucking weirdos, you know. But he earns his money. To be fair. You know, it's a mire, isn't it? Basically.
At one stage, right, I was dead set on I need to get out the dark side. I need to break out the dark side. And now I've came to the realization that I don't think I have to. What I think what we need to do is just keep going, and this will grow to something huge. Because if you can find 10,000 people that watch something, you can find 100,000. If you can find 100,000, you can find 1 million. And it's just about having more creators like me, well, yourself, Jimmy, and you, Bobby, that present stuff well, like we do, you know, like in a digestible, watchable format, and it will grow. It will grow.
I mean, like you said, it'd be brilliant if you could do podcasts, get people on. You know, like I know you got your other podcaster, but your recovery podcast. But like, if you could actually get Bonnie Blue on and people like that, that would be something else. That wouldn't it?
Are you a Nick Q, Jimmy?
No.
Have them days gone?
I just watch. I just stand in corner watching, eating a Twix.
I think if they put a table at corner,
I love a Twix.
I'll join you and we'll sit and watch.
I've always got a Twix up my sleeve.
And I'll say to you, remember them days, Jimmy? Remember them days?
Long time ago, Bobby. I'd rather have a chip butty now, to be fair.
Well, aye.
Michelle says, absolutely respect for the Hedgehog Man.
Thank you very much, Michelle.
I've as I said, I'm ready to upload a video that of Danny G, and he's saying what he's saying basically is he brings content, golf, basketball, training, all these things, and he's very interested. And he says, Craig just sits there and gives you nothing. And I thought he doesn't understand what's in the background of producing stuff. You have to. I've got to do editing. Craig has to do editing. If he's not editing, he's doing a live. He's got to do preparation. And I think a lot of people forget that.
You know what? I don't know if they can sit there on TikTok like 12, 14 hours a day. And I think he spends a long time doing it on lives.
Oh, it's all there.
I mean, some of them though. You know what? I did a live the other day. I had 3 people watching me, and then I scrolled through some lives, and there was a deadbeat. He was on camera like, and he had like loads of people talking to him. I'm like, fucking hell! I'm not fucking mental enough for get live fucking views on a live. You have to be seriously fucking disturbed. You know, when you pit medicals due just for fucking proof, you don't fill a form and just take your TikTok lives in. Is it all right? Yeah, we'll sign you off now for another 12 months.
I wonder how Decker went on with his PIP claim.
Why has it been due?
Well, from the video,
I mean, not many people would have the audacity, would they, to make a 15-minute I'm going to top myself video and then put 7 adverts through it. I want to know who the brands were. You know what I mean? It's like halfway through, what were they advertising? Because it's not going to be Disney Plus, is it? So it's like, and if I decide to do it, and then an advert cuts in, it's like, I don't know, buy some rope now. It's what's paracetamol. Buy paracetamol in bulk from Boots.
Come and visit the ice bridge in the world.
Has he not got the? Has he not got the
Japan?
When would you say his peak was on YouTube when he fought Danny Christie? Was that his kind of peak?
That
when
must
he
be,
yeah. I got on to Decker late, me, because Decker could do a live and there'd be 3,000-4,000 people watching.
Yeah. He was making tremendous amount of money when he was being full on. I mean, he was doing 5,000-10,000 views at a video. And he even came on and said, look, leave me alone, but I'm making a fortune. But so he was still feeding that. Now, I don't know if that was anything to do with drugs and he needed the money, but I haven't got that mental capacity to be able to let people do that to me. I'd be off me, I'd go.
All Decker must have spent his money on his drugs, because I mean, when you look at the views that he used to be doing, I can do the maths. He'd be making the same as I am now, if not a lot more, if not perhaps double. And he's got nothing to show for it. He was living at his mum and dad's house, so he wouldn't have had any bills or anything. Didn't even have a good phone. So what's he spent £5,000 a month plus on? It has to be cocaine.
Yeah,
prescription drugs. It has to be.
You're aware of how much you can actually spend,
Yeah.
Craig, I don't want to brag. This is the kind of money I'm pulling in. Thank you, Peter Boothroyd, for the 99p super sticker.
Peter Boothroyd.
Get your super chats in for Wigan Joker. Get the super chats in. How are lads? Get the super chats in.
Come on, be friendly to Jimmy.
If you want to on that note, if you want to buy me a coffee, if you buy me enough coffees, I'll pay for a detective to track down the Nigerian crypto thieves that took Bobby's channel.
What is Ko-Fi? I saw that link earlier. What is the Ko-Fi? What is Ko-Fi?
Basically, they started buying me a coffee, but they had to call it like Kofi Annan. You know, it's just their way of doing it. It's meant to coffee. It's the case.
Coffee. I get it.
Well, basically, yeah. That's it, really. I forgot what I was on about. Then I've just lost my fucking thread in your threads. I'm sorry. Where was we at, Bobby? What was you saying?
I was just saying, be kind to Jimmy. Hit the likes, folks. Make sure you hit the likes and subscribe, and that's it. Get some a bit of kindness sent to him. You've got another one there, Jimmy.
There's another one.
Ham and eggs. £2 there. Thank you very much. I'm smashing it.
That's the way.
I'm only 2 minutes away from going over to my channel, and I'm actually
right, yeah. Right, we're going to end this live. We're going to end.
Not yet. We've got 2 minutes left. Let's milk it. I actually.
Me and Bobby carry on. We'll send you over. No. We'll end this and
yeah, we'll end this at 10. But I prepped my show before I came on here, so this will be so because I came on here tonight will be the first time in a long time that my show has been on time. So to see the Wigan Joker, he's keeping me in check.
Absolutely.
Do you know what he said the other day, Jimmy? This is great. The 10 o'clock show. It doesn't matter what time I turn up. That's just the title.
It's called the 10 p.m. live. It's called the 10 p.m. live, right? That's just the name of the show. That
once you start pulling the money and and it doesn't matter. It's like all these famous stars. Once they start out in the show business and like they have to do what they're told. Once you make all the money, you're running the show, and I'll fucking go on stage what time I want. You know what I mean?
What it actually is the prep for the show that I've got to do right now. At one point, I said, right, I'm going to do this 5 nights a week. So I'm doing it 5 nights a week. In some days, the days it's late is normally the days when there's nothing happened on the dark side. So I'm scrambling to pull an hour's worth of content literally out of my arse. Like last night, for 20 minutes to fill time, I just read the comments on Brett May's podcast. Don't get us wrong; it turned out to be brilliant.
It was good,
but there was nothing happened yesterday. Nothing. No.
So what's happening with your comeback, Jimmy? You said you're going to get back with the comedy.
I've got a gig in London. It's only a 10-minute spot in October, so I'm gonna do that. And there's a comedian from Craigsway called Chris McGlade. He's quite fit. He's quite well known if you Google him. He was in Ken Loach's film The Old Oak, the guy who did Kes.
Mm-hmm.
And he was in his film, and he said to me, "Get back into it." He rates it. It's not for me to say. I'm not one of these wankies. He says he likes what I do. You know what I mean? So I talks cheap on the internet. I don't want to keep Craig because I know he has to go over. But we could have this conversation again when you're both free.
Yeah.
We'll see you in a bit. I've got to go. Thank you.
Okay, see you later, mate. Have a good one. Go over to Hedgehog Man's channel. I suppose we can stop here for 5 minutes and have a bit of a chat.
Yeah, sure.
If you want to get over to Hedgehog Man's channel, I'll put the link there because me and Bobby will have a chat. But yeah, I'm doing a stand-up spot in London for 10 minutes. In October, Bobby, and I'm just going with it, see what happens. But
that 5 minute spot you did and you posted, you got a lot of positive feedback there, and I certainly that very professional, Jimmy. How you did it, it was very. And was that actually a set, or had you just off the cuff?
It was a couple of jokes, and I was very rusty, but
right.
I had no intention of doing stand-up again, really. And what happened was we went to my mate's. Well, he's an acquaintance down in London. His comedy club, but the Peckham Poet. I don't know if you've ever seen him. He's been on my channel.
Yes, I have.
And Tom, I went with him and a lad called Kieran, who's also been on as Tony Toff. You probably remember. Anyway, we went down to Southwark in London to the White Hart Comedy Club, and I was watching comedians, and it was a new comedy night. So honestly, the standard of comedy now is fucking dreadful, to be fair, and it really is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a different thing down there because this alternative comedy. It's basically people talking. It's basically more or less the spoken word, with the odd mildly humorous thing but there's no jokes anymore. They look down on jokes as a kind of like they just look down. There's no art to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it was bang, bang, bang. That.
Yeah.
And then they started, and then my girlfriend got some peas in, and I said, "Oh my god, it's just this shit." And so I just fucking was rusty as fuck. I had no intention of going. He said, "Do you want to do 5 minutes?" And them situations where you you think I have to do this, and are you just situations where you want to test yourself?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
think, okay, I'll just test myself here, see what transpires, and fucking loved it. You know, what I mean,
Yeah.
I
I
really,
mean,
I
you
loved
could
it.
see yeah, you were very professional. I'll give you that. I mean, yeah, it were good. I thought it would have set you'd done that, you know, but prepared. But I suppose I don't know how you remember all that. It must be.
Well, I was struggling to remember anything. You know, there was a section I cut out of the. There was about a minute I cut out of that clip because
Right.
I was waffling. You
I'll
know,
tell you what,
because I was like thinking, what the fuck do I say next? You know.
the one that they all liked was the gypsy bit, wasn't it? The traveller.
Yeah. That's kind of like an old one.
But you don't know whether they're going to be okay with that, do you? But let's be honest.
It's not the place really. It's kind of it's very woke, but I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm tired of this woke shit.
Yeah.
I've nothing. I've nothing to lose. You know what I mean? And I just want to just.
I mean, we could talk all night about comedy because it's this woke business is shutting comedy down in it a lot of ways. You know.
Well, look at the world now, especially what's happened with Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
yeah,
I just don't understand that. I don't want to get into it,
No,
but I just don't understand what's going on. You know.
So what's when's your next live then, Jimmy?
I'm going to do one on Friday. A live stream on Friday, everybody. I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be going through clips. I don't know if you saw me last one, Bobby, where I did going through clips and things like that. But I'm going to be going through clips and commenting on them, but not dark side stuff. It's more kind of some stray characters I've found. But anyway, I'm going to let Craig get some more audience off me while I go and watch some telly. Bobby, if you're around Friday night, Bobbin, see what I did there, Bobby Bobbin. Thank you everybody for watching. Subscribe if you want to. Thank you to the $2.99 in super chats, which I will declare. If you want to buy me a coffee, there's a link at the top of the chat. You want to buy Bobby a coffee? Just buy him
something. Real honest truth.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Yeah, before we go, Bobby, first, I'll just throw your link up to see.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you can go across and I do a bit of humour, but not a lot. No, you know, I think they tap into northern humour with me because it's a bit dry, and I didn't realise they were funny. You know, saying some stuff.
You're very dry.
It comes across. I mean, like when I was on about Jimmy Savile, I didn't mean to say that, but it comes out like that, doesn't it?
Well, actually, I was on a dating site once, and bear with me, and this woman, it was weird. She was weird, actually. She was an oldish woman with grey hair, and she said, "Do you pray?" And I said, "Is this a trick?" This is the dating site. And a question she asked me, "Do I pray?" And I said, "Like, is this a trick question?" And then she just came out with, "I'm sorry, but you give me creepy Savile vibes," which I kind of took as a compliment, really. You know what I mean? It's you know what I mean? We're I've arrived, and on that note, we're going to end it on a laugh, Bobby. But that's Bobby's channel, the real, honest truth. Subscribe to me. Subscribe to him. Subscribe to Hedgehog Man. Buy me a coffee. I love you all. Good night. God bless everybody.
Bye, folks.